Hello guys, and welcome back to yet another video here for newsingeneral.com. Once again, I am Jason Goyette, the owner of News in General. Today we have for you, powdered alcohol is unnecessary and adds to the current dangers of alcohol. So we have this article and more on newsingeneral.com, so stick around. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and dive into this article. Powdered alcohol is an unnecessary product in a world where alcohol abuse is already far too prevalent. Alcohol as it tends to be rather dangerous if misused. So why would anyone need a product that makes it easier to conceal, to bring just about anywhere, and make it easier for teens to use? The answer to that is we don't. The recent approval of Palcohol by the U.S. Alcohol the U.S. Alcohol and Tobacco Tax and Trade Bureau has been met with controversy, with some arguing against the decision, while others argue that although the potential for misuse is there, it doesn't merit a ban. Palcohol is limited in the same sense that regular alcohol is. It cannot be purchased by anyone under the age of 21, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't present another set of dangers. It currently comes in 4 flavors: vodka, rum, cosmopolitan, and powderita or margarita. Many argue that powdered alcohol set the stage for easier concealment. No longer do you have to carry around an obvious bottle, so therefore it must be easier to conceal. If you ask its creator, they tell a different story. The product comes in a packet that is 4 inches by 6 inches, which they argue makes it hard to conceal. It's not small by any stretch, but if one were to repackage it into something less conspicuous, you may have a very valid argument. It's easier to conceal than regular alcohol. That easy concealment means alcohol could end up in places where it shouldn't be, such as schools. Sure, you can argue that it wouldn't be the first time someone decided to bring alcohol to school, but powdered alcohol could make it easier, far easier. Yes, it could, but you could also repackage the liquid, the beer, the liquor. You could repackage that into something, it doesn't have to be a bottle. It can be any type of container. It could be a plastic bag. It could be really anything. But making it into a powdered form, that's where it gets a little interesting, because you could just shove that shit in your pocket. You don't have to put it in a container of sorts. You could just put it in your pocket. It won't get your pants wet. It's just powder. So I can see where it can have a big play into schools. Hell, I could put it in my wallet right now if I needed to, because I have a little zipper right there, as you can see, and I could just put the alcohol in that. So powdered alcohol, yes, it's a it makes more of a problem for schools and for minors and people under 21, and the people that are trying to conceal it at places that they're not allowed to drink alcohol or allowed to, have any type of alcohol, say parks or beaches. Certain beaches do that. I think most beaches do that, actually, to tell you the truth. So yeah, I could see where this could be a nuisance, if you will, or it could play a big role in having some bans put on this powdered alcohol. I haven't actually seen this in stores yet, guys. I have not seen powdered alcohol yet. But I'm going to be going shopping here in a few days, so if I find something, if I find the powdered alcohol, I'll try to purchase it and make a video on it for you guys, and probably taste it and let you guys know what it tastes like. That way you don't waste your time. So let's go ahead on with the video after I got done explaining my thoughts on that part. So powdered alcohol could make it far easier, yes. This point leads us into the second concern about the product. It's allure to teens who may quickly get their hands on this product, giving them even more access to alcohol. Sure, its purchase is restricted to those under the age of 21, but that doesn't seem to stop many underage drinkers, and this product may very well be appealing to them. Is that what the world needs? More underage drinkers? Hell no. Hell to the no. We don't need more underage drinkers. What we do need is to legalize marijuana and put more restrictions and regulations on alcohol. Okay, because alcohol is far more deadly, far more potent, if you will, than marijuana is. Anybody I've known who smoked marijuana, including myself, I've never wanted to fight. I've never wanted to get in a car and go smash into walls. I've never become violent. The only thing I want to do is just chill, play some video games, watch some YouTube videos, talk to some friends, and not go crazy like I want to do when I'm drinking alcohol. When I'm drinking alcohol, my adrenaline starts pumping. I want to go do stuff. I want to get out and do stuff that I shouldn't be doing, even though I have done some of those stuff, some of that stuff. One thing I want to note here in this video, I will never drink gin again. Gin is a no. Never drinking gin. That makes me mean. So yeah, I have experience with that both sides, marijuana and alcohol. This video is not about marijuana, it's about alcohol, but it kind of plays in the role because people think that alcohol is not as deadly as marijuana. Marijuana is the big bad gateway drug that's gonna make you go crazy. I've smoked marijuana since I was 15. I'm 26 right now. Not every day, not a pothead or anything like that. I mean, I've taken my good share of marijuana and alcohol at that. And I did used to drink underage too as well. What am I doing? Is this like a freaking, I'm confronting my demons or something talking about this to you guys? But yes, I have done all that stuff. Yes, alcohol is far more dangerous. Yes, powdered alcohol is going to be alluring to young children and teens, especially if they put it into like, you know, crazy flavors and shit. Sorry for the cussing, but yeah, that's what I think about the powdered alcohol. So let's see here. As for legal users of it, carelessness could lead to this product ending up in the mouths of young children. And along with the powder, the child would be ingesting a fair amount of alcohol. Once again, the same argument can be made for regular alcohol. But do we really need another alcohol product that is far more versatile? Hell no, like I said before. Alcohol makes people do stupid things, dangerous things. In my case, from what I've seen, marijuana doesn't do any of that for me and for the people that I've seen smoke. Only alcohol has done that. And I think there needs to be more bans. I think this powdered alcohol should not even reached the shelves. If it has, hopefully it hasn't. But this is a pretty worrisome case here because it's just another moneymaker scheme idea. Why not get people drunk and then they'll buy more of our powdered alcohol and get more drunk and then go smash a car in a tree, you know, and then marijuana be looked at as a bad drug. Alcohol should be looked at as the bad gateway drug, stimulant, whatever you want to call it. So even some even argue that it could be surreptitiously added into someone's drink, something the makers also dispute. Come on. Citing the fact that vigorous mixing is required, but nonetheless the potential is there. Some even suggest that people could attempt to snort the powder, although possible, it's said that it would cause quite the burning sensation. Of course, you're snorting freaking alcohol, okay? Come on now. With all that in mind, does any of that really mean the product should actually be banned? Sure, it's ripe for misuse, but the same argument can be made for alcohol. The answer to that question is yes. Alcohol as it stands already poses quite the risk when it comes to people misusing it, leading many down the dark road of addiction, from underage drinkers to irresponsible parents who leave it very accessible to young children. Alcohol poses quite the risk. Let's not forget about fetal alcohol syndrome. Powdered alcohol takes all of that regular concerns with alcohol and amplifies them simply because of the potential for easy concealment. Alcohol can go anywhere with Palcohol. Alcohol. Just put a P in front of alcohol and that's how you say it. And although that may sound like a great selling point, and in practices that sounds like a horrible idea. Alcohol doesn't belong everywhere. It doesn't belong at the end of hikes and so forth. There is a time and a place for alcohol, and powdered alcohol sets up a situation where the lines can be blurred, making it easier for it to go where it shouldn't. Exactly my point. There is no practical need for the product. That doesn't go to say that it's a bad idea from a business perspective. There is a great chance that this thing will sell and make some pretty good money for the creators. But just because it's a great business opportunity doesn't mean ethics should be discarded or disregarded. Just because it may be rather profitable doesn't mean this product should go to market. Why add fuel to a raging fire? Alcoholism is very prevalent. and alcohol doesn't need to be any more accessible and versatile than it already is. Sure, people already conceal alcohol, but that doesn't mean it should become even easier with the creation of this product. The approval of this product seems like a misguided decision. It's already faced backlash, and in some states, it still isn't legal. If the federal government doesn't change its mind on this matter, it may very well be up to the individual states to take a look at this matter, to see if they agree with this decision. At the end of the day, Palcohol just doesn't make any sense. It's not needed and amplifies current dangers. Now this article was written by none other than Cole Cooper, the head writer and co-owner of newsingeneral.com. Link will be in the description for the full article. I did not discuss the full article. I discussed some of the key points in here. Most of the article, I'd say. But go ahead and take a look at the link in the description to skim over the article. If you want, you can just follow along while I'm talking about the article in the video here. So make sure to comment down below what you guys think about Palcohol and your whole stance on alcohol in general, and the rules and regulations behind it, as well as the marijuana, because they're going to be coming 2016. They're going to be voting on the marijuana legalization. So make sure to look up some stuff on that. I know we got a couple articles on our website here for marijuana, so just search up in the search bar on newsingeneral.com, just search in pot, marijuana, weed, and you'll see some of the articles on that subject come up. So yeah, once again, we're battling the evil forces here, trying to make money and make people drunk and dangerous. Well, thank you guys for watching. Don't get me wrong, alcohol can be fun. I drank my fair share, and I still drink on occasion, but I don't do stupid things, and I'm very responsible. And that's a key point that Cole makes in this article, is be responsible, and you'll be fine. Thank you guys for watching. Once again, I'm Jason Goya, the owner of newsingeneral.com. I'm glad to be back. I do apologize for the background noise, the echo, and the birds that are over there. They're actually my sister's lovebirds, or not lovebirds, doves. So I do apologize for that. Hopefully that's not too bothersome, but peace out. Thank you guys for watching. Therefore, it must be easier to conceal. If you ask its creator, they tell a different story. The product comes in a packet that is 4 inches by 6 inches, which they argue makes it hard to conceal. It's not small by any stretch. But if one were to repackage it into something less conspicuous, you may have a very valid argument. It's easier to conceal than regular alcohol. Hello guys, and welcome back to yet another video here for newsingeneral.com. Once again, I am Jason Goya, the owner of News in General. Today we have for you, powdered alcohol is unnecessary and adds to the current dangers of alcohol. So we have this article and more on newsingeneral.com, so stick around. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and dive into this article. Powdered alcohol is an alcohol by the U.S. Alcohol and the U.S. Alcohol and Tobacco Tax and Trade Bureau has been met with controversy, with some arguing against the decision, while others argue that although the potential for misuse is there, it doesn't merit a ban. Palcohol is limited in the same sense that regular alcohol is. It cannot be purchased by anyone under the age of 21, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't present another set of dangers. It currently comes in 4 flavors: vodka, rum, cosmopolitan, and powderita or margarita. Many argue that powdered alcohol set the stage for easier concealment. No longer do you have to carry around an obvious bottle, so an unnecessary product in a world where alcohol abuse is already far too prevalent. Alcohol as it tends to be rather dangerous if misused. So why would anyone need a product that makes it easier to conceal, to bring just about anywhere, and make it easier for teens to use? The answer to that is we don't. The recent approval of Palcohol